Today we're off to Chee Golf Resort, courtesy of BMW Nelson Auto House. Let's get to it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're off to Chee Golf Resort, which is situated around about 40 minutes outside of Pattaya, adjacent to the Buddha Mountain, which is a famous, iconic, let's say, tourist destination. Quite a beautiful landscape down there. So what do we know about Chee? Well, first and foremost, just to say thanks to Randy Nelson at Nelson Auto House BMW dealership that's based up in Chonburi, and also have a place in Rayong on the road to Soi Dao. Most of you golfers usually pass there as well. Yeah, he's doing a BMW tournament today, which is I think it's a qualifier for the BMW International Series. So but a free round of golf, can't complain about that. So yeah, apart from the 2,000 baht I have to pay to be in the International Series and maybe qualify, very much doubtful given I was shanking the ball yesterday at Khao Kiao, but never mind. And actually following on that, I did a little bit of football thing, didn't I, when I was on the way up to Khao Kiao, and Man City were to play Brighton away in down the south there in England, and absolutely battered them 4-0 playing away from home. So you can more or less say, well, yeah, Man City is going to win the Premier League again for the 2023-2024 season. Who was in any doubt, as they say. But in any case, back to the golf. So what do we know about Chee Golf Resort? Well, it opened in, I think it was December 2018. 18-hole golf course situated in that area where the Buddha Mountain is, and that's probably always the main backdrop when you're playing the golf course. You look at behind you or in front of you, you've always got that Buddha Mountain, which is fantastic scenery. But golf courses, as I mentioned in my Rolling Hills video, it's up there as far as quality wise is concerned to the Siam golf courses. And today, having played Siam Old Course and Plantation last couple of weeks, we shall do a bit of a comparison, and we'll do the usual golf review and yeah, give you some information how to get around this fabulous golf course. Really looking interested to see what the quality of the golf course is like. Played it back in COVID times, 2020. They had some special deals on, so there was a good many of us took opportunity to play the golf course then when the rates were really cheap. It's normally about 4,500 baht just for the green fee during the week. However, they do have a privilege card that they've just announced. I think it's a 1-year privilege card. Costs 29,000 baht, and in that you get a free round of golf and a complimentary car. So straight away that's about 6,000 baht knocked off it. And then you get 50% discount on the green fees in the low season, 30% in the high season. So sounds like a decent deal. I know some of the boys have already joined that particular course for the year. Just try it out because it is a quality golf course. And like I say, is it better than Siam? We shall see today. We'll have to collect all the footage and see what it looks like. But otherwise, got a bit of feedback from my American buddy last night in the Magic Bar, telling me that what was he saying, I should stop wearing my 10-year-old tailor-made M1 hats, you know, it doesn't look good. He's like, come on man, you can't be wearing a 10-year-old hat on your videos, you know, people are gonna notice that, man, Jesus, you know, you need to get some new attire, man. Yeah, he's probably right. So thanks, Flapper. He will get that sorted out, buy some new caps. Just to let you know, I am wearing my 15-year-old Titleist cap today. So I'll have to get some new caps, granted. Anyway, let's move on and let's get to the golf course. Hope you enjoy the video. Chee Golf Resorts, just turning in. So as I said, about 3-4 years since the last time I played here. Certainly looks a bit better now. They're still doing, let's say, building around the golf course. Golf course have been opened obviously for some time, but yeah, it looks rather pleasant now. Nice entrance. See the old BMW flags there, BMW Cup of Thailand. Should be interesting, see how we go. Kapkun Kap. Some more BMW advertising. Go at it. Driving range there on the left hand side. So driving up to the clubhouse. The owner must like horses. He's got plenty horse statues. Oh, there's another horse statue at the roundabout. There's a BMW. Must be a BMW Cup on today. Here we go to the crescendo, the clubhouse. Very nice. Should be a bag drop here somewhere. Here we go. And that is that. Right, before we go and give you the hole by hole guide and the tips and tricks to get around this golf course hole by hole, let's just take a look at the Chee Golf Course yardage. So as you can see here, starting on the blues, and we're just going to look at the total yardage here. 6,881 yards. Off the whites, 6,527. That's quite long for whites, considering the other golf courses in the area. Yellows, 6,002, and the reds, 5,406. So plenty length on this golf course. Now, if you all recall on my Siam Rolling Hills video, we talked about tier 1 golf courses, let's say the top golf courses around the Pattaya area. And as you can see here, what we're doing is just showing you Pattaya area tier 1 golf course yardage comparisons. So there's 6 courses. Of course, you've got the Siam Old Course, Siam Waterside, Siam Plantation, Siam Rolling Hills, Lam Shabang, and of course this golf course that we're reviewing today. And just to give you an idea of what's the longest and what the shortest is, so let's start with the longest first. So the longest for the blues is Chee, and the longest for the whites again is Chee, and the longest for the yellows is also Chee. When it comes to the reds, Lam Shabang is the longest for the ladies. Let's now look at the shortest course out of the tier 1 golf courses. Well, that's blue is Siam Old Course at 6,502 yards. Then we've got the next shortest for the whites, 6,001 yards, Siam Old Course. And yellows is Lam Shabang, 5,054. And then we just come into the shortest for the ladies is Siam Plantation. So that's just to give you an idea when you look at those top golf courses, what's the yardage differences, the different types of golf courses. But you know, if you really want that long test, then yeah, this chart will hopefully give you some helpful information. You know, in general, when you look at this, you just see that the Siam courses are, especially on the whites, which is invariably what everybody plays, it's just, you know, always around that 6,000 mark. You know, Plantation pops up to 6,135, but there's a big jump for Chee and Lam Shabang, 6,368 yards. Just for information, put the blacks up there as well, and just to let you guys know what is the longest for the blacks is actually Siam Waterside, 7,439 yards, and the shortest is Siam Old Course, 7,060 yards. Okay, so let's move on. Just a little bit about the facilities. We've got the pro shop, very well decorated, got some good kit in there. In this picture it looks a bit sparse, but there's actually a lot more equipment in there now, a lot more choice. So of course this is the location where you check in for your green fee, get to meet the lovely receptionist and the girls who will do their best to extract the money out of you to play a game of golf there. Locker rooms are really high quality, no issues there. That's very well, let's say, outfitted, I would say. The driving range, you've got possibility to hit driving range off the grass, and they've actually got mats and a cover area there, so you're shaded, so that's pretty good. The only thing I would say about the driving range is it's a little bit short. There's only about 250 yards to that water you can see in the far distance, so but seems like they don't mind if you just bang the ball into the water. They'll got somebody to go and collect it out of the water, snorkelers, I guess. And just to mention that the restaurant, which is very pleasant. Staff are fantastic, and also you've got this look over the golf course, fantastic scenery, food's pretty good as well. I see a lot of people that's been there just to come for a meal, so that's always a good sign as to the quality of the food as well as the price. It's not overly exorbitant like some other golf courses, but yeah, brilliant all round. The facilities, no complaints there. Definitely top tier. More inviting than some of the other golf courses that are in the tier 1 bracket. So yeah, you won't be disappointed. Welcome back. So now we're on the practice putting green, just getting some more important practice in. Got the DJI Pocket 3 with me today and a little mic underneath the shirt. Just found out we're playing a 36-point system, which basically means only birdies are really important if you want to score well. So that's new news. So as it happens, the BMW Cup, this is a regional thing, is actually the biggest amateur tournament in the world for amateurs. Yeah, so yeah, it's quite interesting. So you've got to qualify here to be in it, I think in November or something, at a different golf course still in Thailand, before you progress to the other tournaments. Not that I'm expecting anything magical today, if anything, just to be happy that I don't shank. But yeah, golf course looks in good condition. Looking out there, looks a bit dry on some of the fairways, but apparently the lads were saying because of the type of grass, the soya grass, it sits up well, and yeah, it's not too bad. So certainly greens look fantastic. Anyway, let's move on. Right, let's get on to the golf course, start the review and guide of Chee golf course. First thing you'll notice when you step onto the first tee is the big Buddha mounting staring down at you. So if you've got your camera and you want to do a group photo, this is definitely the hole for that. Get that Buddha mountain in the background. But nevertheless, let's start. And the first thing we can say about hole 1, it's a par 4, stroke index 17. Playing off the whites today, so normally plays as per the whites, 360 yards. Key thing is here is just be mindful of that bunker in the middle of the fairway. You go in that bunker, you're pretty much looking at a bogey straight away, because it's got quite a high lip on it. But nevertheless, you want to shoot it down there, maybe a 3-wood off the tee. Unless you've got a big hit in, you can carry that bunker. But even then, if you carry it, you could probably get caught by the other ones. So get yourself to a good start. You just want to be about 230 yards down the fairway. Plenty of room on the right. As far as the green's concerned, should be just with a short iron into the green here. Pitching wedge, 9-iron, 8-iron at most. The green is a bit of a humpback type green, and the lower tiers in the front left quadrant on the right hand side does slope away a bit down to the side of the green, but cracking first hole and a great scenery in the background. That is the Buddha mountain. So let's get on to the next hole. Okay, we're on to hole number 2. It's the first par 5 of the day. It's stroke index 7. Thing to be mindful of here is your tee shot. There is plenty room out there on the right. If you're a big hitter, just be careful of the bunkers at 270 or 288. You've got to be mindful, if you do pull this a little bit, you might be saved by that bunker on the left hand side by the water's edge. But if you go past it and it's hooking, it can go in the water. So you just be mindful of that. You're at the start of your round. It's playing whites 497, usually plays all of that as well, but otherwise you want to get your tee shot away. Just short of those bunkers on the right hand side, really, as close as you can get to them, better. If you do just get short of them, you can get a second shot off to the green and maybe get on to the green in 2 and get that birdie, but otherwise just play as a 3-shotter. It's early in the round. You can just plot it down there, another 200 yards, give yourself 120 yards into the green. Yeah, nice par 5. Just got to be wary of that water on the left hand side, and like I say, the fairway does slope down to that water, so you just got to be mindful of that. Otherwise, if you get 2 shots down there, leave yourself a short shot into the green. Nothing much to say about this green. 2-tiered, usually slopes from the back to the front down to the water's edge, but yeah, otherwise cracking par 5 as the second hole of the day. Okay, we're on to the hole 3. It's a par 3. It's stroke index 15. Normally plays 148 yards. A bit of water to overcome off the tee, but really shouldn't come into play. You've just got to be a bit wary of those bunkers on the right of the green and short left on the green, because if you know those bunkers are pretty deep, can be quite challenging to get out. So actually the shot here is just try and get it a little bit further up the green, aim for the middle. So, you know, for the whites, you're probably looking at a 145 yard shot, 148 center of the green if you like. But yeah, if you get it past there, you avoid those bunkers. Green's pretty straightforward, no major slopes on this particular green. If anything, you miss is either longer going to the back of the green or short. But yeah, do indeed try and avoid those bunkers, just a tip there. Okay, we're on to hole 4. It's a par 4, stroke index 11. Interesting hole this. It's a forced layup. You just got to really just think about hitting it down there, 220 yards, 230 yards. Try and get it as close to the water's edge as you possibly can. Don't pull it, because fairway does slope a bit. It can go back down into the water side on the left-hand side of the fairway, but otherwise that bunker shouldn't really come into play. You've still got plenty of space in the fairway, but if you want to crack a wood down there, 3 wood or a 5 wood, just laying it up, and you're still going to leave yourself with 150, 160, 170. Obviously, like I say, closer you get to that water's edge, the better. Drivers not really required here unless you've got a huge, let's say, hit off the tee. It'll take about 280 to get over that water, but otherwise layup is the advice, and then you're going to leave yourself with a short, about a 8 or a 7 iron into the green. It's a bit of a 2-tiered green. This slopes from the middle to the front and opposite. It's a bit like a hump back again, but it's a cracking hole, 379 yards. You play it sensibly, layup, you'll get away with a par 4 here, and you should be thankful. Okay, hole number 5. It's a par 4, stroke index 3. Real toughy hole, this one. Playing off the whites, 415 yards. It's all about the tee shot here. Fairway is gentle slope from the right down to the water's edge up until the bunker. As soon as you get past that bunker, that tilt and slope from the right hand side of the fairway down to the water gets very, very severe. So you're pretty much advised to probably try and keep on the flattish sort of part of the fairway. But if you do hit a driver and say you hit it over the left side edge of the bunking with a bit of a draw, you think, oh, that's perfect, that, and it hits that fairway. Unlike other courses, Chee, you get quite a bit of run off the fairways with the slopes and stuff like that. Sometimes it helps you, but in this case, this would just bounce straight down onto the fairway, down to the water's edge, straight in the water. If you do hit a draw off the tee, you basically want to be shooting it a little bit further over to the right, just to the left of the car path, and it'll bounce back down in. So it's all about the tee shot this hole. If you get a good tee shot away and you keep it out of the water, then you're setting yourself up for pretty much a straightforward shot to the green. And yeah, like I say, just got all about the tee shot in this particular hole. Once you get on that fairway, just shoot it into the middle of the green. There is quite a bit of a severe slope. You definitely don't want to be in that bunker next to the green. So, you know, if anything, take an iron that's going to be short and not get you in that bunker. But otherwise, yeah, cracking par 4, but a tough challenge, all about the tee shot. Right, we're on to the 6th hole. It's the second par 3 on the first 9 at Chee. Stroke index 13. Lovely hole. Again, a bit of water comes into play, but actually the green's pretty generous, double tiered from the back down to the front. So you just got to be wary of that. There is a lower quadrant on the right hand side. Plays 165 yards. So great shot, but if anything, just aim for the center and you will be in good shape. Try and avoid those bunkers, because if you're in those bunkers and you the pin is, let's say, close to the bunker on the left, for example, then you're short-sided and you're going to be bogeyed. So just play a sensible shot where you try and avoid those getting in those bunkers. But otherwise, cracking par 3, very long green from front to back. So yeah, if you are short of the pin, could be faced with quite a lengthy putt, but otherwise cracking par 3. Okay, hole number 7. It's a par 4, stroke index 5, plays off the whites, 401 yards. And the key about this particular hole is just stay left. You've got huge amounts of room on the left. And just a bit of a tip here, if you hit it down the left and you catch the downslope, you get some free extra yardage, nearly 100 yards, which will give you a nice easy shot into the green. So you just want to plot it down there. Like I say, if you can hit it 260 and you get it on the left hand side, you get some free zoom yardage. But otherwise, even if you get to the 150, like I say, keep to the left of the fairway, you're leaving yourself 150 yards in, and just stay out of those bunkers. If the pin's on the back left, just shoot for the middle. And the miss obviously here is to the right, gives yourself plenty of room for a chip and a putt. But it's a great par 4, and you can certainly do well on this if you know how to play it off the tee, for sure. Hole number 8, it's a par 4, it's stroke index 1, and it's 427 yards. All about the tee shot here. And if you just want to keep it to the left hand side, there's plenty of room there. Just stay away from those bunkers at the 235, 272 yards. So good tee shot down the middle, to the left if anything. And actually, if you do get it a little bit further down there, there's a, let's say, a free shoot on the fairway that will take the ball even further down the fairway to get you in a nice position to shoot into the green. But otherwise, yeah, if you hit a 250, 260 yard drive, you're in good shape. And just yeah, think about the greenside bunkers. The one on the left is pretty deep, you don't want to be in there, and the one on the right really shouldn't come into play. The one you need to be concerned of is the one on the left. And if you stay out of that, just shoot for the middle of the green, and then you should be in pretty good shape. You get a par here, you're doing very well. So yeah, great hole. Okay, last hole on the front 9. It's hole number 9, par 5, second par 5 on the front, stroke index 9, long one, 539 yards, and it's all again about the tee shot. You just keep it to the right of the fairway, but if you can carry it 260, 270, you get a bit of a zoom runway, get it past that left hand bunker at the 262, hits the downslope, can take you a little bit further down to the water's edge, and to give you a possibility of getting on in 2. But otherwise, normal players will just hit it down there to a position where they're just settling for a second shot to get it over the force carry of the water. So typically you play for normal players, just a 3-shot type hole, as you can imagine, 539 yards. So shooting it down there, get it in between the 150 and 100 yard marker, giving yourself a chance to just get it onto the green. You've got a top tier at the back, a tier at the front, slopes the green a little bit from the back down to the front as well. Just again, staying away from those bunkers, especially that long one on the right hand side leading up to the short one just short of the green. gives you treacherous long bunker shots. You do not want to be there. Get it short of there, just on the fairway. Give yourself a chance of a third shot under the green. It's a great par 5 leading up to the clubhouse, and then a timely break. Great hole. So we're actually gone through 9 holes already at Chee. So just thought I'd give you a bit of an update, first impressions, as they say. And I tell you what, before you go out on a golf course and you see, let's say, things look dry, it's a bit of a misconception, because the fairways, they're still like carpets. It's just, instead of a green carpet, it's a beige carpet. The grass is really good. It's that Soyoza grass. So yeah, don't let that put you off. And I must admit, for 29,000 baht for a privilege card for 1 year, I think I might have to think about purchasing one of those. It's a really good deal, especially considering for a 5-day member at Siam for 4 courses, they've pumped the prices up from 110,000 baht to 250,000 baht. So now, you know, I can join here for 30,000, join Lampshire Bank for 100,000, probably join what do you call it, Phoenix Gold for a year, and still be cheaper than 5-day annual membership at Siam. So there you go. Food for thought. Anyway, later guys. Okay, we're starting the back 9. We're on hole 10. It's a par 4, stroke index 14. Normally plays 324 yards, so nice friendly start to the back 9. Tee shot, really speaking, you just got to sort of avoid those bunkers at the 230, 248 mark on the right hand side of the fairway. There's a bit of rough up there on the hill on the other side of the golf path. Plenty room on the left, so you've got options here. You can go 3-wood and you've still got a short shot to the green. Otherwise, for the bigger hitters, it is possible that you could reach this, because there is a bit of a downslope leading up to the green. You won't pitch it on the green, but you might shoot it up there, get it to run on. But otherwise, it's a great start to the back 9. Not much happening on the green here, a bit of sloping, but it's gentle. Nothing to be concerned about, and you should be able to go for the green without any problems. If the pin is tucked to the left, just watch out for that bunker. Going to be a bit treacherous to get out of that bunker on the left-hand side of the green, but otherwise cracking start to the back 9. Okay, onwards to hole 11. It's a long par 4, stroke index 6. Normally plays 406 yards. What to say about this particular hole is you should be able to carry those bunkers on the left hand side. So if you fly it 240, 250, just bang it over those bunkers, because there's plenty of room there, less chance of any problems. Try and stay away from that bunker on the right hand side, because if you do hit that, getting to the green is going to be very challenging. Semi just off to the left of the fairway, past the bunkers on the left, is pretty okay. You won't have too much of a problem there. So like I say, shoot probably further down the left hand side here if you can, and then just leave yourself with probably about an 8 or a 9-9 into the green, 140-ish, depending how far you hit it off the green. The green itself, it's double tiered, so you've got a back tier left and front tier at the bottom, which is the lower tier. You definitely want to miss that bunker on the left, so if you've got a missed shot on this, it's out to the right. Still give you an opportunity for a chip and putt, but otherwise there's plenty of real estate on the green there. Just shoot for the middle of the green and you should be in a pretty good situation. Try and get a par here. Okay, we're on to hole 12. It's the first par 3 in the back 9, stroke index 18, easiest hole on the course. Normally plays off the whites, 132 yards. What to say about this particular hole is you've got a top tier at the left of the green and a lower tier on the right, and if the pin is actually on the lower right, closer to the water's edge, you don't need to go pin hunting here. You just hit it to the right portion of the middle of the green. The slope will just bring it down there to the bottom on the lower tiers. So, but otherwise it's a great hole. Shoot for the middle. Obviously if the pin's up on the left, just be mindful of the bunkers, but yeah, it's a great little par 3, and possibility of a birdie here if you can get it close. Okay, hole 13, par 4, stroke index 2, but for me it usually is playing the hardest on the golf course. It's a long hole off the whites, 420 yards, all about the tee shot here. You just try and avoid that bunker on the left hand side, which is well positioned at 250 yards. So keep to the right of that if you can. If you've got the carry, then shoot over it, because you'll get some free zoom yardage. It's got a, let's say, a vertical bank just after the bunker, and it'll shoot it forward, making the hole very, very easy. But it's a tough hole. But otherwise, like I say, shoot down the middle if you can. Give yourself something like a 7-6 iron in to the green. If anything, the miss on this particular shot to the greens to the left, you can still have a possibility of a chip in putt. Otherwise, if you're out to the right, a bit of a slope there, the bunker can catch you out as well, making it more challenging to get that par. But otherwise, yeah, if you can, shoot it to the left portion of the green is probably the shot, regardless of where the pin is. There's a few tiers on this green, sort of bottom front, left back quadrant, and then upper sort of tier on the right hand side. But cracking hole, and if you get a par here, you're doing well. Okay, hole 14, first par 5 in the back 9, and it's stroke index 12, plays 536 yards off the white. All about the tee shot here. That bunker on the right hand side is pretty big. It's got a lot of big real estate there, so 239 to the right side of the bunker, and if you want to carry it, you're going to have to get it 265. But if you do go over the center of the bunker and you've got a bit of carry, there is a bit of extra zoom bounce there. There's a bit of a downslope, so you can get further up there. But yeah, for the safer, shorter hitters, just stay to the left of that. Bit of water down there on the left hand side, so do be wary of that. Otherwise, the shot's just yeah, down the middle if you can. Bigger hitters, maybe over the bunker, carry that bunker. A bit of a risk if you do miss hit it. It's really a 3-shot hole, so just play it as that. Again, the second shot, you just want to be wary of those bunkers on the right hand side. You do not want a long bunker shot, so again, just think about the yardage, staying short of those bunkers. Keep it nice and simple. Leave yourself 100 yards in, slightly more, 120 yards. As far as the green's concerned, you've got a lower tier at the bottom, at the front of the green, upper tier, back left. Typically the green is sloping from the back down towards the front, so just be wary of where the pin is. Stay away from that bunker on the left, but sensible shots, just shoot through the middle and you'll be in a good situation regardless of where the pin is, either upper tier or lower tier. Cracking par 5. Hole 15, par 4, stroke index 16, plays off the whites, 295 yards. Great little hole, plenty of fairway. 2 ways to play this. You can either play short of the bunkers off the left of the fairway down to the 100-yard marker, leave yourself a nice shot going into the green where you can see everything, or you can push it over to the right side of the fairway towards that 272-yard bunker. Shouldn't have too much of a problem there. Even then, you've got a simple shot in. Water off the tee doesn't really come to play. If it does, you've topped it. Otherwise, for the big hitters, you could probably reach this green. There's a carry for that last bunker. You can see there in orange, 258 yards. But the sensible shot is just plot it just short of those bunkers. Give yourself a 120-yard shot in. It's a simple hole. Like I say, for the big hitters, you can go for it, but do be wary. If you do pull it or hook it, that just on the other side of that golf path to the left is bushes, so you could destroy your hole here. You've only got 3 holes left after this one, so it doesn't make sense to try and push the boundary unnecessarily. But otherwise, the green is lower tier, upper tier. Bit of a slope from the left side of the green to the right side of the green, but cracking little par 4 and risk reward possibility of a birdie here. Right, we're on to hole 16. It's the second par 5 in the back 9, stroke index 8, plays off the whites, 529 yards. Bit of a zigzag hole, and just to mention, for me this is the signature hole. You're at the top of the golf course. You've got a great view of the whole golf course. The Buddha Mountain there on the left hand side is well spotted as well. Definitely a camera shot type hole if you want. If you want to take a picture for the memories. But otherwise, as far as the hole's concerned, you've got the 250-yard bunker on the right hand side of the fairway. Definitely do not want to be in there. So if you haven't got the carry, just stay to the left. It's quite a bit of space down there on the left, and then after that, you just want to be focusing on putting yourself in the best position. You know, as far as just giving yourself a good shot into the green. Very long, elongated green, and yeah, you just want to be leaving yourself with 120 yards. So it's going to be typically a driver wood. Get down there, even a long iron, just get it to a position. You got a nice full shot into the green. Long green, like I say, slopes from the front down to the back here, so do be wary of that. Obviously, when you're shooting into the hole, you want to probably pitch it a little bit, let's say shorter, and it'll roll out and possibly down the hill, so just be wary of that. But otherwise, it's a cracking par 5 for me, best hole on the golf course. Okay, 17th hole, it's a par 3, stroke index 10, plays off the whites, 177 yards, lots of green here, and really speaking, just want to be shooting for the middle of the green, and that way if you're missing it right or left, you've still got plenty of room. That's the shot here. There is a back left portion, upper tier on the left. Sometimes I put the pin up there just to test you out, and that makes it a little bit longer even from the whites. You can see from the front to the back of the green, 152 versus 202 at the back. Lower portion, lower tier on the front and to the right of the green, but yeah, shoot for the middle of the green. You won't be going wrong if you do that. It's a great par 3, and sometimes plays into the wind, so it could be tricky, so just be wary of that. But otherwise, you get a par here, you should be doing well. Right, we're on the last hole, the 18th at Chee Golf Resort. It's a par 4, stroke index 4, usually plays 371 yards, so not too testing lengthwise. Water really shouldn't come into play. You've got lots of fairway there. Key thing here is, again, off the tee. There's always a premium at Chee just to be wary of what you're doing off the tee. Stay away from the bunker here. In this case, on the left-hand side, 200 yards. Yeah, you can hit the driver as well. Just got to be a bit pinpoint, because there is, like I say, quite a few bunkers there, which is waiting to trap you. And if you get in those bunkers, trying to get to the green is a bit challenging. It's a long, elongated, let's say, green. So, you know, there's a bit of a premium to find that fairway. And if you do find a fairway, yeah, you're in good shape and give you the best opportunity to get on the green. There's 2 tiers to this, a lower portion and a back portion, and like I say, just got to be a bit pinpoint. Try and miss those bunkers on the right. If anything, you misses to the left of the green, at least then you've still got a chip and a putt. And yeah, a great last hole, leading back up towards the clubhouse. And hopefully, if you par this hole and you've shot lights out, you'll have had a great day. But great golf course. And yeah, let's do some closing comments now. All right, it's time for the verdict. Just coming down the last hole now at Chee. So, overall impression, well, I would say excellent course, definitely in the same buckets as the Siam courses. I would actually say this course is in, although it's a different type of course, it's certainly in better condition. The greens are fantastic, and as I said earlier, you know, you can get a bit of a, let's say, misconception from the what appears to be the dry fairways, but the fairways, because of the type of grass, the soil grass, it's fantastic. It's like I say, it's instead of a green carpet, it's a beige carpet. But yeah, the other thing is the old Butter Mountain, doesn't matter where you look, you probably see that in the footage, always dominates the golf course in the background. Spectacular views, more open, and you get a nice cool breeze, which is quite pleasant when you're playing in Thailand in these hot conditions. But yeah, I think might have to buy one of those privilege cards, 29,000 baht, and you get free round of golf, free cart for your first round, and then a t-shirt, an umbrella, etc. They give you more or less 8,000 bahts worth of gear away for free. So yeah, where do I sign? But in any case, great day's golf, another day in paradise. Great tournament held by Randy Nelson, Nelson Auto House, doing his BMW Cup. I'll finish nowhere as usual, but never mind. And anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe. It really helps to build up the channel, if you like, so be much appreciated for that. In any case, until the next one, bye for now.